spectacular. This is a brand new product from Dennis Simeone and the team at Tweaked. It's called AlcheMYST. And maybe you remember Revitamist, you remember the Phyto Milk Mist. It's a mist you can use on wet or dry hair. It will help you to detangle, it fights frizz, it helps with shine and refreshing your style even, helping define your waves and curls. We love those mists. This one now will adjust to the weather where you are and as the day goes on. It is always adjusting. So hot and humid in the summer and the spring, no problem. Dry, cold air in the fall and the winter,
come to Canada, yeah,
no problem. This will adjust and fight the issues that come with those weather changes, like the frizz and the breakage and the static, right? When your hair looks dull and lifeless, you're gonna be able to spray this on and not have to think about it again. And what I love about this today's special is we are pairing together both options, so you don't have to choose. You get the spring, summer, that's seasonal, acclimating, Hydra Shield leave-on hair primer. And you also will get the fall, winter version. And they each are a brand new, totally different scent as well. These are $78 mega size bottles. They're 24 ounces. The regular size, when it does come out, will be 4 ounces. So not only are you getting, what is that, 6 times the amount,
That's
you are
huge.
also getting a ridiculous value because they're $78 a piece. Tonight, you get them both for $49.99 with free shipping, with 5 flex pay, and here's the biggest part, auto ship. Of the 2,000 sold last hour, 1,500 were in auto ship. You guys are smart. You know, you do this, you reserve your future shipments because this is not a type of product that is just coming down a conveyor belt and we can make, you know, tens of thousands of them for you.
I wish.
So not only does it reserve your future shipments, you keep getting it at the today's special price point. Dennis Simeone is here. He is the founder and the creator of Tweaked.
Look, high tech.
Something so
I'm using my glasses.
Is that from the spray?
Yeah, just to show you. So I sprayed this on a few minutes ago.
Incredible.
So when we say that it basically acclimates to temperature, so it's a liquid, but you can see that it's now forming a gel. And the more that I play with it, it then forms a gel. So sorry, I got a boo-boo.
So what does that do for your hair then? Like what is
So it's always active. So basically that's how it works. So when this is in your hair, it comes out as a super fine mist. But if it's now, like I gave it energy, so now I'm heating it up, so it starts to bonify, it turns into this gel. You don't see it because it's micro, but that's what stops your hair from puffing up. So that it keeps the cuticle, if your cuticle is wide open, which I don't care who you are, your cuticle eventually will open up, whether it's been from you got a color surface or you're using a silicone that seals it, or pH balance, it still opens up. With humidity, it expands, humidity goes in or the moisture goes in, you puff up. This prevents that. So we found a way of climatizing, weatherproofing your hair, but we had to do it in 2 different formulas, a spring-summer, because you can't have the spring-summer formula. You know, is it going to work the same for fall-winter? It'll give you some benefit, but if I create one just specifically for fall-winter, oh boy, it makes a big difference. And I've got a cooling effect on my hand, which is kind of neat.
That is neat.
Which is going to, again, so these plants that I'm using, they're so cool, they're so smart, they're adaptogens, they date back, and at one point I was using certain ones. That were kind of easier to find. So I went deep and I looked at ones, okay, what survived the Ice Age? Because that's what I want to use for the fall winter. And I found them. If they can survive the Ice Age, that means they've adapted, they've learned, they've mastered it. And not only am I just using the plant, I'm using the seeds. That's the DNA. The DNA in the seeds, that's the code of life. So basically, all the good stuff, that's the magic. And that's basically what we've done with the spring summer. Look for ones that survived, that are from the desert, that can survive high heat, dryness, and then fall winter, ones that survive, you know, from high elevation, Arctic, even from deep sea.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of research and me running around and that's why I can't do it again. And that's why I think I did myself in on this one, because it hurt me. So I give myself 12 months or so, and I can't I can't stand anymore. I need to be like Forrest Gump and just sit.
Just relax.
Just stop.
Relax. You do. He's like the hardest working. They call you the ingredient hunter for a reason. He's literally traveling to the ends of the earth to bring you these incredible. There's nothing like this out there.
No.
And on top of that, it's all clean beauty. It is not loaded with any kinds of like crazy fillers or chemicals.
No silicones.
You are just getting no silicone. silicone's the best of the best. Look at this before and after for a moment.
First time use. So
First
this is
time
what you can
use.
expect at
Look at
home.
that.
First time you use
She
it.
didn't color her hair in between.
Nope.
That before was taken tonight. Her hair looks brighter. It's bigger.
Wait as the
it's
day
softer.
progresses. Like
It's better
as
and
we get
better.
to like 24 hours from now,
Yeah.
because actually, well, Jerry, when were they washed?
Like a couple hours ago.
Okay.
Just a couple hours ago.
So we
Okay.
start from there, and then 24 hours later, you would think that starts getting heavier, greasy.
Right.
No, and we'll keep applying.
Well, and it's really great on your skin as well. I sprayed some
Yeah,
on
that
my
feels-
hand a moment ago,
now-
and
now
I
you can see-
you can see that hydration, right?
And I can feel it.
Look at that. I don't even have to move my hand. You can tell, right? Really beautiful as not only a primer, but I've
it's
been
dry,
using it
like-
to set my makeup too. Yeah, my hand's
Oh,
completely
it's
dry.
so, like I know we've
and
been
it's
talking
like
hair.
It locks everything in.
It's perfect for skin.
Look at the hydration.
And I know you're wondering, well, because again, we've been all brainwashed. Well, hair is supposed to be. No, it doesn't.
dry.
It doesn't. Because this is for your scalp as well. So you're going to have
Insane.
overspray. So spray it onto your face, and you'll see.
That's the beauty of clean beauty.
Yeah, there's no silicone. So
Yeah.
And it's going to, again, climatize your skin with whatever makeup you're using. It's going to hold it and react a lot more different than a silicone-based primer that doesn't, it's a chemical. It
Yeah.
just sits there
Yeah.
and it's greasy.
And if you're just
This
joining
isn't.
us, by the way, you're not choosing if you want spring, summer,
Nope.
or fall, winter. You're getting both. This would be $156 if you were to buy them separately. Each bottle is $78. It's a 12-ounce size. Regular size will be 4 ounces. So not only are we tripling it up, we're giving you 2 of them for less than the cost
It
of
feels
one.
so cool.
It really is incredible, and it's not
It's-
sticky.
Can't even explain
Great
the
for
texture
your
of
scalp
it.
and your skin. I mean,
It's so unique. Like
Very
it's
different.
it's like a cocooning effect, but at the same time,
overdoes.
it's like you can feel it gives grip.
It's wild.
It gives you the shine like a silicone would, but we're not using silicones.
silicones.
Yeah, and it keeps adapting. So my hand's going from cool, then it feels warm.
yeah.
It's me moving around, so it works on energy. We're all made up of energy. So when we move, it changes the temperature. Even by 0.1,
Yeah.
this moves.
Humidity levels. Let's say there's a summer rainstorm and now you go outside and it's super
or
humid.
like a tornado today.
Right? Just crazy stuff happening with the weather. This is going to acclimate, adjust, and shift as needed. So if you are putting this on wet hair, totally fine. It's going to help you style. It's going to help you detangle. If you're putting it on dry hair, it will help give you shine, refresh your style, define your curls, spray it on your skin. Look at this before and after.
Yeah, so you can
You
go
talk about
from
shine.
unruly to,
Wow.
if you're already frizzed up and dry, you'll get the smoothest blow dry of your life.
Yeah.
Because it does give you grip as you put heat to it, as opposed to it slipping like every other product. This gives you grip for a reason, because then you can get, okay, in this case, we went perfectly smooth.
Mm-hmm.
But if we wanted to curl the ends, we could, even just with a round brush.
Yeah.
It will hold its style
Wow.
until you reset it, which means you wash it out.
Auto ship is far and away outselling.
Yeah, because we're not making it
single ship.
again. The 12 ounce,
Yeah.
I can't, there's no way.
Next time you see it, it's going to be a little 4-ounce bottle.
I
Which
can't believe I did it even for this.
this is so triple size, and you get both. And here's what happens with auto ship. You're going to receive this every 90 days, or you can customize it. You can stretch that out, you can shorten it up, you can cancel auto ship anytime you want. Here's a little fun trick. You can change the address. So maybe you want to send your next auto ship to your mom or your sister or your friend and then change it back to you. You can do that as well. But auto ship is the only way to guarantee yourself another shipment of this, because we do not have a million of these. We don't even have 100,000 of these. Like, there is
Well, I
minimal
wish.
amounts.
We're only launching it here. And by the way, I've been using it over top of a self-tanner
Oh,
and no transfer.
to help lock it in.
Yeah, so it
Oh, that's
basically
smart.
cocoons it in, and because it's weatherproofing.
Okay.
Again, it doesn't dry, so it basically comes in and out, and it will hold.
Wow.
So you're not going to transfer, nowhere near like you would normally.
Yeah.
So, because if I'm wearing it, if I go to sleep, wake up, there's a
You don't want
literally
it all over
imprint
your
of me.
sheets. Yeah. Nice little outline.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
man.
here. I can see his shape.
And look at this. So maybe you have frizzy hair, right? Or you have color treated hair. You see her highlights and they can really fry your hair, dry it out. Look at the after. This is using it once.
Yeah, it's crazy. And, that's
And
just one
everything is
application.
super smooth and shiny, but it's not weighed down. You can see the lightness as
Jerry,
Jerry
was that
runs
spring,
his
summer?
hands through her hair.
Okay, so-
That's spring, summer.
Yeah, remember, and that's not even, like, spring, summer is not, it's fall, winter has more hydration. So you need more hydration in the fall, winter.
Okay.
Because in spring, summer, you need protection. because there's already there's moisture in the air, so
Yeah.
it's not like it's drying
You
you
kind
out.
of lock in and protect from that so
Yeah.
you don't frizz up.
And the ones in the desert, well, okay, there is hydration in there, and that's when it's smart, so it'll understand that and will deposit that hydration to the ones that are lacking it in the atmosphere. So it literally is self-acclimating. So
Yeah.
once you spray it in, the adaptogens, the way the formula is set up with the base that we have, which is the gel, this gel is thermoactive, but it's reversing. There's not many ingredients out there that once you spray it into something, it's smart enough to basically, so if it goes in and it's liquid and it's above 90 degrees, say, well, at 90 degrees things melt. As it cools down, most products, most ingredients, they stop at that. They stay
Sure,
liquid.
sure.
This will now reverse itself and go back to solid state. That's what makes it so no one else has anything near this, and this is why, if you're wondering, is it gonna, anyone that's tried it, and I mean the skeptics, like ones that,
Yeah. You're like, what? It's just a spray.
Frizz-wise?
How could it really help? It's incredible how much it can help.
and I'm talking Florida tested.
Yes.
It doesn't,
And approved.
When it comes to humidity,
Yes.
it seals it in, and it's like that frizziness or just losing your confidence because you know, okay, it's so humid outside, my hair is going to be terrible. Thing of the past.
Try this mist.
This is your new base,
Yeah.
and then from here we start layering over top. In the future, there's going to be a launch, probably about October. I'm calling them boosters, but you're able to then perfect based on an app that you'll download, and anyone that's lucky enough to have it, and it's on the package, you just read it, it'll tell you what to do. You're going to see a whole new way of even being more pinpoint to what you need.
And look at her color. I mean, again, we didn't change the color in between.
It's like striking.
Before and afters. If you are just tuning in, welcome. We are debuting a brand new innovation from Tweaked. We love the mists, the hair mists that you bring us. We've seen the Revita mists, we've seen the Phyto Milk mist.
This blows it all the way.
This blows them out of the water. It
Kills
is
it.
the latest. You still get detangling and frizz control and definition and shine and refreshing, but these are self-acclimating. They are weatherproofing your hair. I like how you said that. It's like seasonal styling.
It
so
truly
this
is that.
spring, summer. So you're going to be using this right now and
get
into
both.
the summer. But you're also receiving the fall winter version. You're getting about what, at least 18 months worth of use out of
easy.
these today. And they each have their own scent. So spring, summer is what we're calling vanilla summer bloom, sun ripened pear, summer floral, sun kissed vanilla. It's light and fresh. It's really beautiful. The fall winter, that's called golden amber nectar, the scent. So it's a warmth from that golden honey, but the peach nectar kind of brightens it a bit. And then Baltic amber, vanilla bourbon cream.
So nice.
It is so sexy. It is grown. I mean, it is a beautiful scent, and it's perfect for fall, winter months. You don't need to use this one yet. They actually really are formulated.
Just don't
for
break the
season.
seal.
So what do you mean by break the seal? Like, what do we do when we get this one?
We pre-acclimated. So just before we shipped it, about 7 days prior, that's when we added the adaptogens to it, which is the special. It's the potion. It's the magic. Once we drop it in, we didn't shake it, didn't mix it, so it's sitting. Right now it's in a 2-layer. Yeah, it shakes a bit in transit, but not what I want you to do. When you get it at home, before you break that seal, shake it 30 seconds vigorously. Has to be 30 seconds. Then you break the seal, you put the mist in, and once that air gets to it, it's now active. Then everything, that's the starting point. So that's the day one. 18 months. But basically it's designed to be used spring, summer. If you can use that first, obviously, because that's when you're going to get it in that season. When you're done, we move into the fall, winter. Just put that one aside. Just if you save the cap that it came with, take the mist out, cap it, and you're going to be okay for the next season. So if you have leftover, it'll stay active. But that's why we didn't want to do it where it sits in a warehouse for 6 months or whatever. We lose that time.
Yeah.
Because we're not making it again. Not at that size. It'll be the 4-ounce. But auto delivery, oh, you're lucky.
Man, you're
the only ones on the planet that'll get it.
The majority of people are
I'll be
doing
retired and you'll be getting it. I'm retired off TV anyway.
So you are, what auto ship means, just an option you choose when you check out. You are guaranteeing yourself future shipments. You customize how often they come, but every time they come, you still get the Today Special pricing long after the Today Special goes away. This is a $156 value tonight. Each bottle is a triple size 12-ounce. They're $78 a piece. You're getting both for $49. So really significant savings, but it honestly, at the end of the day, it's about what it does for your hair and your skin and your scalp. It's all clean beauty. These aren't ingredients that every single hair brand is using. They would have to go to the ends of the earth to get them. This is the guy going to the ends of the earth.
That's
for
why
you.
we're sold
Literally
one place,
doing it.
right? So it allows me to play in a deeper world when I can launch just one thing, one channel, and this is that opportunity. And I was able to go 12 ounces. I got lucky. But we're using certain plants that there's not many of, and they're really hard to locate. So I can go, less effective and make my life easier. It's not me. I wanted it.
Yeah.
This is my last mist I'll ever make, and I wanted it. And I felt bad that we lost the revitalizing mist, which was iconic. Had to be better. Is this better?
I think
Hands
so.
down. Only because
it gives you all those benefits and more.
well, it's new technology, and I've gotten deeper. Originally it was just one. It was the Ojon oil. So we've added to it, but now I'm using the adaptogens, and I'm using seeds. So they're cold pressed from seeds. So you can imagine. Seeds are tiny,
Yeah, then
but
you
that's
need
the
a lot
life
of them.
force. That is the code. That's nature's code, and I found the code and broke the code to weatherproofing, and that's what I'm bringing to you. And it took 25 years. So this mist acts as the ultimate base. Then what happens next is you start layering, and that's why I had to rush 6 new products, because I'm giving you everything from this mist, which is the most universal. So, because I'm not saying you have to get all 6 products, but if you want to take it to the ultimate level, you'll have we have the cleansing conditioner, which is your shampoo, conditioner, treatment, all embedded into one. Then you use the mist. We have a booster, so if you want to boost your own shampoo, conditioner, doesn't matter the make or model.
Coming up next,
That's
by the
coming
way.
up. You just inject this liquid into it while you're in the shower. It's goof-proof. And then you have the styling paste, which is a brand new styling product that gives you crazy volume or smoothness, defines the curl as well. Then you have Churi, so we have that, which is my founder's formula that you can use that if we missed anything, that brings it home.
Well, I will say the new Elastistyler, which I believe we have that in this hour as well.
I call it the paste, yeah.
Very much so more successful than we planned for in the last hour.
It'll be gone in the morning.
The reason I bring that up is, so when we make plans for our shows and we say this is what we think people will want, this is what, we have blown it out of the water.
Yeah.
So what that means is there's 1,000 left. Total of that. That's a brand new product. It is coming up in this hour.
And that's
but
it.
you have to remember this will air over and over and over tonight until we're live again at 7 a.m.
It'll be gone.
Very well may be gone. So we will air that coming up. There's the info on your screen. Thank you, Kevin. If you do want to get it now, and it is like a paste, but
the texture's so unique.
The texture is the craziest thing. I had scooped a little on my nail and did this, and then you saw it change.
You think it's going to be dry.
It gave me volume like nobody's business. I mean, look, it's still holding strong
but
there.
it
And
acts
it's like a
as
dry shampoo too. It's crazy.
Well, it is, and it's acting as another
look at it, I'm
shield.
like reactivating it.
Another protective shield, because the dryness of it, which are the clays, they're sitting there waiting for that moisture, and they're going to absorb. And as opposed to it getting greasy or anything, it's adding more space, so you get even more volume. I believe the volume was 4,000%.
Yeah.
4,000.
Ridiculous amount.
4,000.
They said, fine, we're done measuring. Just put it on the thing and just give it to them. It's great. So it's coming up, but I mentioned that because there is the same 2 options. You don't get both. So you have to choose spring, summer, or fall, winter. Today's special, you get both.
This is the easy, goof-proof,
simple. Like
universal.
If nothing else, and you're like, I can't buy a million products tonight, go with the Today Special then, because you're looking at $25 a piece here. And they're going to work for every hair type, every time of day, wet hair, dry hair, any kind of scalp problems you might want to address, any
12
frizz
ounces.
Breakage. It's 12 ounces, yeah. And
anyone else?
just shake it to wake it.
It'd be what, $25
Like
for
a martini.
4 ounces.
Shake it up. Yes, you're right. So when it comes back, if it comes back, 4 ounces. This is triple the size. It's actually, they're on hsn.com right now separately. They're $78 a piece. We don't want you to do that. Auto ship, very, very popular. I know I keep bringing that up. It's important though, because we only have a set amount of auto ship, and it's not as much as single. And when that's gone, you have to only get single ship. So if you want to guarantee the future shipments, if you want to lock in the Today Special pricing, auto ship is the way to go. Let's talk through some of these live before and afters.
Yeah,
They're really impressive.
You're seeing every type of hair, from short hair, long hair, different colors, color treated, natural. It doesn't matter it works on every single hair type. And because we're new here in Philadelphia, so or Westchester, first time, you're seeing a lot of first time use.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, well, is it because they've been using it for, no. They were just applied, as Jerry said, washed a few hours ago, and we're doing it live. So what you see is what you get.
They're live befores, right before the show.
And it's humid in here.
Yeah.
I had a gauge, I was going to measure it.
Look at my paper is curled up, guys. That's
Johnny
humidity,
didn't make it.
right there.
No one's here, just me.
Isn't that wild? It's crazy,
It's
right?
humid. It's very, very humid.
So, I mean, that just goes to show
you can't tell.
This will adapt, right? And it will change. Think about throughout the day how things change. It's raining in the morning, and then it's dry in the afternoon, and then you get the late evening thunderstorms. The spring, summer is made for that, right? Fall, winter, it's super dry outside. It's really cold. Everything's staticky.
That's when
you go in
need
and
the
it's hot.
hydration.
Right, you need more hydration. So the spring, summer is lighter hydration and frizz fighting are the main focus. And then the fall, winter is more deep nourishment and protective care, which is
super
important.
hydrating, and that's what you need. So they've been perfectly blended, and you know they're alchemy. So basically, that's why we called it Alchemist.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, because you're also going to play with it in time. In October, give or take, you'll be able to boost it just by adding, going into an app. It'll tell you exactly how many drops based on where you live.
Really?
So it's like
cool.
it's being very smart. And it takes it to another level.
Yeah.
So I'm just getting you acclimated to it.
Okay.
And then we're going to have some fun and take it another level. But you got to get the base. And,
Her color, I
it's this
cannot get
12
over
ounce.
her color. Like, think about this.
Yeah,
when
Dana's
you're
hair looks amazing.
Really?
You think we did something more than just, we just sprayed a mist in. That was it.
But look at there's volume and bounce, and you can visually see how soft it feels, if that makes sense. Like, you can
Jerry,
tell
just
it feels soft.
give it energy and just show them. It's so versatile. The more
movement. Look at
energy,
that.
like you'll get.
So it's adjusting once again to the friction and the heat.
Exactly. That's what I mean by it adjusts to not just like temperature outside, but by giving it energy, you're increasing the temperature.
Look at that smile. You look beautiful. Really. It's incredible.
Yeah. Again, there's no other mist on the planet.
Yeah.
My last mist that I'm ever going to make. Yeah, and it needed to be the best and something that we can also tweak as we go along that you'll be able to do yourself.
Well, final few minutes
need
on
me
this,
anymore.
and we'll keep moving because we do have a lot of brand new to get to. If you're just happening to flip through channels and you're saying, what is this? It looks like the Revita-Mist. It kind of looks like the Phyto Milk Mist. No, this is the newest, latest innovation to the hair mists. It's called the Alchemist. And what this will do is it will adapt, shift, and adjust
it's
to the weather.
climate-syncing.
Climate-seeking, yeah. So right now,
doing.
it's hot, it's humid, it's rainy. You're going to use the spring-summer version. It's going to help you fight all of that. You're also receiving the fall-winter version.
That's unbelievable.
Look at that. For dryness and, you know, when the air is kind of staticky and dry and you really need that hydration, you're going to get that. You don't have to choose tonight. This is a one-time offer, though, let me tell you, because not only are they triple size, you get both. They're $78 a piece. Should be $156. You get.
And we were
both
short
tonight
on
for
the
$49.
quantity that they wanted. We just couldn't make it. We just ran out of the adaptogens. So.
Well, we brought what we could.
Yep.
And auto
What you got is
ship
what you got,
as
and
well,
that's it.
more limited than single. Most of you choosing auto ship, what it will
Smart.
do is gives you a reservation in no better term for that, really, reservation for future shipments. And you will keep getting it at
you
this
won't
price.
find it again.
Right.
Maybe the 4 ounce, but I'm not even scheduled to make that. So everything's here right now, and at least to January.
Okay.
Before you even see it, if I bring back the 4 ounce.
Okay.
I don't know yet. And even I'm limited in time now.
So at least here, you've got a shot. You've got 30 days, by the way, to try everything. One use, you're going to know the difference. And what really impressed me was there was one, not clinical measurement, what's the word? Instrumental testing.
Yes.
And the people who used it had a 98% reduction in breakage.
Yep.
So, and I said this last hour, think of it this way. If you brush your hair and it breaks or you see it on the floor, let's say there's 100 strands, and then you use this, and then all of a sudden, instead of 100 strands of hair broken, you only see 2. That is.
So it's not just about climate. Like, remember I
insane.
said, this replaces your revitalizing mist, because we don't make that anymore, and I can't.
Those.
Yes,
use those like crazy.
And this blows that away. So
And I
we
keep
scored
shaking
at 98%.
it because you have to. Like, let's mention that too.
Well, you do it
different.
once. You only have to do you shake it once.
The first time to
But
activate.
30 seconds vigorously, but you have to break that seal.
Okay.
and you shake it. Then you take the cap off and you bring in the mist. You put that in. And when you're done
good to
that
go.
season, you move to fall, winter, recap it. So keep the cap because it doesn't come with the mister, it comes with the cap.
Okay.
Because it's heat sealed. So that cap, you put that back on, you're good.
Fantastic.
And just clean out the mister, just put it, like spray it out, and just a little cup of water and just rinse that out. So you're
Okay.
fine. That one, you store it. And whether you go on vacation, then you bring the spring, summer, unless
Yep.
you're going to Canada or going skiing.
But that's the cool thing, like based on what weather you're going
You're
to
all
be
set,
in,
yeah.
you're all set. And the scents
giving
are
you both.
brand new too. You've never experienced
The fragrances
these.
are so
They're
perfect,
so
like
good.
they're so like, and they're base scents, so they work with everything else that we have. But they're dedicated to spring, summer. Spring, summer has a spring, summer aroma to it, which is the vanilla summer bloom. So sun-ripened pear, summer florals, sun-kissed vanilla, and it's
fresh.
seasoned. So it's climate synced to that season. And then you
Okay.
have the fall, winter, which is basically the golden amber nectar. So instead of the pear, I brought in peach. But
So
a
good.
ripened peach blended with our amber, but a Baltic amber this time. So and that bourbon vanilla, or bourbon. I'm dyslexic. Everything's coming backwards.
Vanilla bourbon,
It's
bourbon
beautiful.
vanilla. I mean,
Yes.
look, it works both ways. They smell incredible.
comforting.
Let's put it that way. And of the 2,700 sold, 2,000 are in auto ship. So congratulations if you're choosing that. You will continue to receive these at the today's special pricing, and you'll continue to get both in the triple size 12 ounce for the foreseeable future, or until you decide you want to cancel it. You can certainly do that. So definitely grab yours while you can. That is the start of the styling products that we're bringing you. It's a whole new regimen. If you'd like to try each thing, we encourage that. You don't have to, though. If you're only going to choose one, the today's special is where it's at. Wet or dry hair, all hair types and lengths and styles. It's going to do it all for you. But we have mentioned this next item a couple of times. You're already grabbing it. It is a booster. This is probably the smartest thing I've ever heard of. You can boost
Yeah.
any shampoo or